Yo, what's up guys? Right, it looks like my camera is being a little bit funny today. Okay, there we are. Nice. I was kind of scared for a second that shit had happened, but no, looks like it hasn't. Right, so today we're going to continue our, the usual, the Higurashi visual novel playthrough, because why the fuck not? I am very excited today. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't even care about doing an introduction. I just want to continue. So yeah, 11:57 p.m. I swear, I have stopped playing this game, like gone to sleep more than one time at 11:57 p.m. No, because I've just seen 11:57 p.m. before in this font, I swear. But yeah, anyway, who cares? Let's begin this. I'm really excited for this. How's my volume actually? I didn't check that. That's fine. Himatsubushi City was, as far as provincial cities went, rather behind the times. Oh, damn. Okinomi recessed in the mountains was even more remote. Oh, wait, so this place is remote? I'm actually really surprised about that, because I thought this was like, I thought Hinamizawa was like the really remote place, and then this was sort of like the closest sort of urban related part. Well, not urban related, but an urban like part they had near them. Interesting. With little change between the seasons, all that was left was a tepid passage of time. It made for a rather drab town. It's funny how, like, this town, this man thinks is really boring, and everything is just, like, the source for one of the best stories ever made. There were no tourist attractions or local delicacies. Oh, damn. Without even a strong regional industry, it was simply dull. Just looking at the monotonous and peaceful townscape, it was hard to catch a glimpse of the radical resistance of the Higurashi gardens. Yeah, but this and Hinamizawa, they are completely different worlds, mate. The amateur reporting didn't hit the hint of the Okinomi police station being on the front lines of the damn conflict, nor the numerous incidents I heard about at the prefectural headquarters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would have thought, I don't know, does he enjoy being up at the front line? Because that's kind of the impression I'm getting. Good morning, are you here to pay a fine?
Yeah.
No, I have a phone from the Public Safety Division. Please, down it's Akasaka. Oh, my apologies. Please wait a minute. Oh my god, the clerk, who thought I was here for a parking violation at first glance. Oh my god. So this police officer looks like somebody who evades parking tickets. Nice one. After fumbling with the unfamiliar extension number, told the person on the line they had a visitor. Hello. Welcome, Akasaka-san. Was it? You must have been tiring travelling all this way. Bro, for real. Sorry we have to do this here. I tried to observe the reception room, you see. But the counsellor suddenly woke up and chased me out. Oh my god. Bro, this dude. Respect. So, I'm kind of confused. So he's in the counsellor... Wait, so... Oh, so a counsellor was probably in the reception room and he actually woke up and then just said, "Fuck you." I would hesitate to go where we were. A conference room, as it was very small and cluttered. The cramped space was packed with lockers. I had the impression that it was more of a change room than that doubled as one for smoking. Listening to his crude chortles, I didn't get much of a feeling that Hondai, who was the head of the local public safety division, was much of an intellectual. Damn. I mean, there's such a thing as being humorous and intellectual. But I knew that in exchange he had both experience and absolute confidence in his instincts. Yeah. I apologize for interrupting you during such a busy time. I'm Akasaka from the Metropolitan Police Department. Please make your acquaintance. Hondai from the Public Safety Integrity Division. Nice to meet ya. I was fed by some guy from the prefectural gangbusters to be generous with my cooperation. Damn, gangbuster. Wow. So there's actual jobs that are dedicated to stopping gangs. Because, I mean, it's probably just common knowledge to a lot of you guys, but I don't know, I've never actually heard of that before. That's interesting. Gangbusters. You mean the Prefectural Crime Prevention Division? Oh, you see, we're treating the Onigashima Guardians as an extension of the Yoku Yakuza. Oh, interesting. So maybe... Yeah, so gangbusters isn't like an official term, you know. You'd have to be a newbie if you think they're just a residential protest group. Wahahaha. Oh god. The head of the prefectural office too that the Onigashii Gardens were linked into the local mob. If I recall correctly, the adopted son of somebody influential was a lieutenant in the gang. Oh. What? Oh. I wonder. Because, I don't know, none of the Hinamizawa people are adopted, I don't think. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that's something we haven't learned. Who knows? It's the other way around, the complete opposite. The Yakuza put the protest group as a front to justify their actions. Just think of it like that. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah. Completely the other way around. One day I was just rolling with laughter. This is slightly different than the info given to me at the prefectural office, but somebody embedded locally would be more knowledgeable. While we were talking, occasionally some people who seemed to be detectives would come in and show. What the fuck? One of the individuals noting Hondai's guffaws came to us. Guffaws? What are they? Oh. I wonder who this man is. I was wondering what you guys were talking about. Okura-chan. Perfect timing. Why don't you join us? This here is Inspector Akasaka, who came all the way from the Tokyo Police Department. An inspector? I'm still a rookie. My name is Akasaka, pleased to meet you. Oh god. Oh, this must be really terrifying, because this is just like... I mean, this is... I don't know, he's probably got the same sort of status Oishi as like a boss would to Akasaka. Damn. It must be nice to be so fresh-faced. Did you know you this year? I couldn't help but think I was being ridiculed, so I only responded with a false smile. I could tell that this new person was like Hondaya, the type who had confidence in their instincts and experience. I really didn't like those type of people. Let me introduce you, Akasaka-san. This is Oishi from the investigative department. Regarding the S-file you're asking about, he's familiar with it. Oh, of course he is. When is he not familiar with everything? S for Sonozaki. Yeah. My theory was right. Let's go. If somebody has an S-file, it means it has something to do with the Sonozaki family. It's something of a code name. But he doesn't know who the Sonozaki family are, does he? Sonozaki? Yeah, that's what I thought. Come to think of it, I remember when I was pouring spelled with a U after the O. Poring over the documents at the headquarters, there were quite a few people with the last name Sonozaki popping up. Oh yeah, they're well connected. If I remember right, there's Sonozaki who was one of the executives of the Onigashii Guardians. I'm pretty sure they're the treasurer. Would that be Kasai? I wonder. The two of them were surprised when I rattled off what post that Sonozaki held. After a moment, both of them erupted into laughter. Akasaka-san, you're quite the studious one. Could it be you've memorized all these little groups using the alliance? No. I wouldn't say memorized exactly, but I've at least read the list of Onigashii Guardians executives. Then, who are the president and vice president? The president is the mayor of Hinamizawa Kiyoshi. The vice president is the priest of the local shrine, Himide. Damn. He really has been doing his studying. Oh god, I feel really bad for him though. These people are just being dicks. They're laughing at him. The treasurer of Sonozaki. The auditor is Makino. The liaison is Yoshiro. The PR head is Sadao Sonozaki. Akasaka is pretty good. The pay sucks. Do you want to work here? You're just the type we're looking for. By the way, Sadao Sonozaki is the head of the youth department. Interesting. So close. Oh, what did he say? Oh, PR head. Right. So close. The head of the public relations is actually Tada. Oh my god. Tadataka Sonozaki. Feeling like I wasn't being complimented at all, I started settling into an uncomfortable mood. However, I was becoming more and more aware that I was the weakest link in this investigation, so I just had to bear with it. I suppose. But he's gonna, you know, he's gonna work, he's gonna try his best, he's gonna climb his way up the ranks, you know, how everyone does it. I didn't mean for that feeling to show up on my face, but the crafty detectives didn't let that slip by. No, I didn't mean to make fun of you. To make up for it, why don't I show you around the village? For somebody with no feel for the area like me, it would be a great help. I couldn't have asked for more. In the end, the Higurashi Guardians is nothing more than an alias Hinamizawa is using to deal with the outside world. I like that. I think getting to know the village would speed up your work. How about it? Yeah. I suppose it would, yeah. No, of course it was. Not I suppose. Why would it not is the bigger question. The residential movement, in other words, held influence over the whole region. Damn. So the leader of the movement was the leader of that influence. Just like that, the thought processes in the region would become the overall personality of the movement. Just like Oishi had said, in order to learn what they were really like, this regional force behind the down process, getting to know the village was the quickest way. If you would, nodding back without skipping a beat, Oishi laughed in satisfaction and stood up. When the car. Yes! I love this. I love this. It just reminds me of like, I think it was Watanagasi, like when Mion was just becoming cracked. Just getting on crack, basically. We were here, but then I was being like the smartest person in the world. If I did the information I learned about at the prefectural office from Hondaya to Heart, my position was exposed, my personal safety was at risk. Yeah. He has to be careful. The opponent was an extremist group that had no qualms about using threats or violence against somebody. If my personal info was leaked, it wouldn't be hard to imagine that I'd be in danger of whether on the job or not. Oh god, not on the job and being attacked, that would be the worst. Thinking like that, I felt a little bit nervous. These guys are quick to remember faces. If you swim with me, they'll probably do a lot to hinder your work. This might be a little cliche, but put these on. Oishi handed me some incredibly suspicious disguise comprised of a baseball cap, sunglasses and a mask. Oh, that's actually really clever. Because they remember faces, not like body builds. And he probably just has like a standard manly sort of body, so nobody would be able to actually find him. Because I'm sure with the disguise his face will look completely different, so the body is like the only thing that would be the same. But yeah, if they can't see that, then they probably won't recognise it next time. He just has to wear different clothes. That's like the only requirement. Different clothes that are really obscure to one another, that really contrast each other as well. I didn't want to get all hot and stuffy, but Oishi's warning was probably right on the money. Yeah. Considering that, I put them on with appreciation. I look so suspicious that Oishi had to smile wryly. I was going to tell you again, let's see. To the part where you start talking about how these three ancient families control the village. The Higurashi Guardians was the same as the village of Hinamizawa itself. Meaning, there was a direct correlation between being an executive in the alliance and being a leader in the village, as Hondaya had told me a short time ago. If the village was ruled by three ancient families, then it would mean that Higurashi Guardians was ruled by the same three families. Three guardians. Families. Yeah, I suppose. What did the documents of the prefectural office say? How about the leader of the guardians or whatnot? The documents I was using were classified. If I responded to Oishi's questions, it would be a breach of security. However, most likely, this man I judged was more well versed in the situation than any of the documents. The prefectural police department, so I decided to answer him. Damn. The president of the alliance is currently mayor of the village, Kimiyoshi. Oishi, upon hearing that, let out a small chuckle. For him to pass like that and to laugh at the answer as it was recorded in the documents meant that wasn't the case in reality. Oh, so then that means there's somebody else other than Kimiyoshi behind the scenes, contrary to what the prefectural office says, or what is commonly known? Interesting. Yeah. I think there's a little bit more, yeah. Just a little bit. Kimiyoshi is nothing more than a figurehead. In the first place, the post of mayor in our village is nothing more than ceremonial. In other words, does somebody go in charge of both the alliance and the village?
それが先ほどおっしゃられていたご参加。まあ、
Well, explain that part right now. All of a sudden, with a thump, the car suddenly lurched. Oh shit, the Bay Rover had given way to a gravel one. Oh, at the same time, the scenery outside the window changed. Yeah, it's probably a lot. Oh god, the Hinamizawa Dam project must be withdrawn. Overrode the shameless puppet of a governor. Damn. I mean, to be fair, these people are losing their fucking village. It's just, that is an interesting insult. Let's just say that. The dam will submerge the natural beauty of Hinamizawa. Yeah, to be fair, like, if you actually look at Hinamizawa in real life, like, it does look really bloody cool. It looks very traditional, very old. Definitely somewhere I want to try and visit someday. Did the village from the unethical dam? Yeah, the dam is really unethical, to be fair. Genuinely. For the Rafa Oyasuno Sama's curse. Could you imagine if the dam was actually built and then Oyasuno Sama was like a, dunno, just worldwide thing? That'd be really funny. Demolish the dam, those involved must go away. Eek. The construction office must respond. The construction office manager must negotiate with us. Signs of banners crowded the roadside. Even reading the brush-scrawled words was daunting. It was as though where the road had just changed was a border with a different country. An unjust country. At the moment, I was startled by the car suddenly braking. Looking ahead, a barricade had been erected. About 5 or 6 protesters wearing masks and helmets to hide their face were blocking the road, yelling at us angrily to stop. Oh no, what is this, a checkpoint? These guys never learn. Wheaty snorted as he rolled down the window and leaned out. Hey, you guys, you can't be blocking the road like this here. I was always glad that then with a malicious laugh they visibly faltered. What is something like this gonna do though? That's the thing I never get about protests. Like, there's so many times when people just do like absolutely pointless actions. I mean, how is this, like, blocking the road for a police officer gonna help your homes be restored? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I suppose with the police officer getting annoyed and sort of angry that he can't use the road like he could be, he could probably report that to people higher up and maybe they could just take note of it, but I don't get how that's going to have any influence even if he did that. Weird. Clear the way, we can't get by like this. Who would have thought it was Oishi's car? That panic thought seemed to make them lose their presence of mind. If we'd known it was your car, Detective Oishi, we wouldn't have been so rude. Detective, what happened to your usual car? Is it information? Something like that. I just can't use you to this car they loan me. Oh, don't blame him. Judging from their brief conversation, I could guess they were familiar with the license plate of the car Oishi normally used. Oh, of course they would be. Yeah, to be fair, these criminals are kind of like top level. So, well, near top level. Not top level, but yeah. If they were top level, then they would have millions of yen. Not millions, maybe hundreds of millions. And they wouldn't be arrested, obviously. In other words, if they knew the car belonged to the police, they would have hidden the barricade. Oh, what they were doing was obviously obstruction of traffic, a blatant crime. Yeah, man. Is that suspicious guy you? Could you show us your face? Oh god. Oh, poor man. The man glared at me menacingly. Wearing a mask and sunglasses made me look particularly dubious. Would not showing my face get me into some unnecessary trouble? I turned to Oishi to see what I should do. Oh, give him a break. He still was shy little rookie. We just wanted to make sure he wasn't anyone suspicious. Hinamizawa has been in a bit of a stir. Like, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? That muscular was way more suspicious. Literally true. True. The men on Oishi continued to talk like that, finding smiles on each other. However, from the beginning to the end, I couldn't get over the feeling I was sitting on a powder keg. Has the number of the drugs illegally dumping still not decreased? There's a real hassle dealing with it all the time. If the police could understand and cooperate, it would really help. During that conversation, the barricade was moved, leaving a gap wide enough for a single car to get through. Oishi lightly honked the horns once and began to roll the car forward. I could see the men's antagonistic glares at the back of the car in the rearview mirror. Antagonistic, of course.
何ですか、
What was
勝手
that
に
just
歩
now?
道を
Blocking
封
a
鎖す
public
るな。
road like
も
that?
ちろん
Of course it's
目
a
く
crime
じら
still.
立て
If you
て
get
も
worked up over
始
it,
まりませんが
it
ね。
never end.
連中
Yeah.
の主張
This
じゃ
guy
で
will
す
see
ね。
when there's an infestation
村
of
内
trucks
に不法
illegally
投棄
dumping
を
in
する
this
トラッ
village.
クが出没するっていうんです。
Interesting.
それを封じ
The
込める
story
ため
goes
に
that in
不
order
審
to
車
stop
両を
that, they're
検問して
holding
るって
suspicious
話だ
vehicles
そ
for
う。
inspection. I mean, I think if they were police officers, they could probably do that, but like they said, blatant obstruction of traffic. They can't go around doing that.
不法投棄
Oh, so this is where the dam... That actually really makes sense now, yeah. Illegal dumping, like corrupt contractors just cropping,
悪
tossing
徳業者のことです
industrial
か。
waste
警
away.
察が
The
何
line
の
of
手も
argument
打
is
たな
that
い
if
か
the
ら
police aren't going to
自
do
分たち
anything about
自
it,
衛
they'll
する
take
ってい
matters
う
into
方
their
法で
own
す。
hands. Oh god.
まあ
Well, the
参拝
industrial
なんて
waste is
話は
just
どうせ
showing
自演
they're
だから
doing
どうで
by
もいいんです
themselves
がね。
anyway.
自演
By
連中う
themselves.
まい作
They're
戦
a
な
pretty
んで
good
す。ダム
strategy.
現場
You
にで
see,
す
in
ね。
order to end
工
construction,
事妨害
they've
のため
spread
に
industrial
参拝
waste
ゴミを
over
自
by the
分た
dam
ちで
side.
ばらまいてるんです。
Oh,
で、
interesting.
それを
Then
悪徳
blaming
業
on
者のせいって
corrupt
ことにして臨
contractors, they
検を
start
設置すると。
instituting these inspections. Oh, interesting.
それで工事車両をいちいち足止
Then
め
they
して
stop every
チクチク
construction
と
vehicle
妨害
coming
してる
through
って
and
わけなん
interfere
で
with
す。
them as much as possible. What dicks?
鬼
Can't
ヶ
lie.
淵主導名の
But
抵抗運動
at
の
the
一
same
つ
time, it's not being a
という
dick.
わけです。
I have to always remember that this is being done because people want their homes. Like, you can't forget that. No, wait, this isn't... Sorry, I'm actually kind of losing the plot here. This isn't because of the whole dam-related thing. It's just because people were illegally dumping stuff in their village. Well, there's still the same logic applies, I don't know. So then it's one of the methods that the Higashi Guardians is using.
多分今の
Well, that
検問で
inspection
この
just now,
車
but
の
the
ナン
car's
バーが
license
割れ
plate
ま
has
したから
probably
ね。
been recorded. Oh no. Yeah, I
も
wouldn't
う
be
この
surprised.
先には
We
一
shouldn't
切
get stopped from here
検
on
問
out.
連中も
Those guys done
私を
very
怒
well
ら
not
せ
to
る
get
と
me angry.
得をしないことだけ
Oh
は
God.
よく骨身に染みているよ
I
うですから
mean,
ね。
I'm gonna be real, we've never really seen Oishi angry, but I can't really imagine him to be the really threatening type. Wait, no, actually, I keep on forgetting, he is a nice police officer, he looks nice here, but you can't forget about, you know, when Katie was, like, wanting to sort of dig the... When Katie was digging something, and, like, Oishi thought it was just a hobby of his, provoked him like that anyway, he didn't actually think it, but... Yeah, when he provoked him like that, and then in case he thought that Tepe had died, but he hadn't in reality, and this was just weird world he was in. Yeah, I remember that part, he kept on throwing mud in his face, like, what kind of nice man does that? So he could probably get really bad whenever he's angry. See, the rumour is that if they figure the car was related to the construction in some way, not only would there be checkpoints stopping at every turn, shit, they would be firing miles and bloody road spikes as well. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is fucked. I'm sorry, but like, yeah. Especially be careful so you're not identified. If they found out you're from public safety, who knows what you'll suffer through. Witty was acting like we were talking about something fun, but for me it was no laughing matter. It almost feels like we wandered into a civil war in the Middle East. That's a good way of putting it. It's pretty much just what you said. Witty tempted me with a grin and menacing laugh. You see, this here's a war zone. The car slowed down a bit as it went through a narrow road through some farmland. Oh, interesting. You see the house in the forest over there? That antiquated one? Looking where Oishi was pointing, there certainly was an old, traditionally designed house that belongs to the main Homai Kimiyoshi. Higurashi belongs to the main Kimiyoshi house as well. There's a lot of branches, but they'd be one of the three families.
御三家 Hinamizawa 村を支配している
families, the ancient families that control Hinamizawa. That's right, and one of the others is the Hiride family. The house doesn't even have a single branch, all that's left is the head priest's family. Right, over there, that's a shrine. He's a priest there. By the way, the Guardian's office is on the grounds of that shrine. The office of the Onigashii Guardians. Oh, interesting. That's actually really interesting it's in there. So I'm assuming, you know the part where Rika gets killed in Tatarigurashi? Like, I think it's, you know, the box behind she gets killed. There's sort of a doorway right in front of her, right ahead of there. I have a feeling that's, and obviously a doorway leads into the building, but like I have a feeling that's where the office is. The others are the only two guardians. If these guys were the enemy, that would make the shrine their stronghold. Yeah, I suppose. Oh god, can we go look over there? The shrine is the Holiday family's private property, you see. Oh, being police, we can't set foot there without a warrant. Damn. It must be kind of a nightmare being a police officer and like, sort of, whenever you want to. Maybe if you just want to be a citizen and a tourist or a traveller instead of a police officer. And you've sort of done duty, but when you're on your break, I wonder what you can do. Because you can't go in anywhere because they'll probably mistake you for being on duty and then won't allow you because warrant shit. Funny warrants. See, they got a member of the diet with ties to the village backing them up. Basically, being the police has its strengths and weakness. Well, even when we talk about the three families, there's something from a long time ago. Way back when those three families used to hold councils to decide things about the village. Meaning it's different now. You've got a pretty good amount, that's what I expect from an academic. Academic? The car braked to a halt with a squeal. Out of where we stopped were several signs. Private property beyond, no trespassing. Beware of poisonous snakes. Poisonous snakes? What the fuck? Danger, turn back. Intruders will be charged an entry fee of 1,000,000 yen. Jesus. What was it? 50,000 yen was 200 quid? 4,000. Fucking hell. Wow. That is nice. Signs were arrayed well. The signs were written. There were things like that written on them. The road was separated from the forest by a chain link fence wrapped in barbed wire. This is private property. This is as far as we go. There's no surveillance cameras just set up further in. Shame we got lost won't work with these guys. Oh god, they'll be on tour, right? The people currently controlling Hinamizawa and the Onigati guardians were neither the Kimiyoshi family nor the Hidode family, but the last of the three. Oh, of course. Somehow doesn't surprise me right there. The Sonozaki family. Yeah, beyond there is one of the three families, the Sonozaki family. They was controlling Hinamizawa from the shadows. Among the list of executives recorded in the documents, the number of people with the last names from the three families was quite high. Of course, Sonozaki was no exception. However, at the top, Kimiyoshi family. Wait, the Kimiyoshi family is bigger than the Sonozaki family? What? The Kimiyoshi family seemed to be in charge. If the Kimiyoshi family seemed to be in charge, the rulers behind the scenes were the Sonozaki families. Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. This double-layered structure implicitly told me that it was this village had both a light and a dark side. God, you can even infer something like that just from that. Wow. The current head of the Sonozaki family is an old lady named Audio. She has enough clout that you could call her Emperor Sonozaki. Damn, what does she do for that clout, I wonder? Be careful, she's no so fry. Oh god, I can imagine. This is another VIP that even the mayor of the city has to bow before. What the fuck? Wow. Fucking hell. Well, Hinamizawa and the surrounding area their relatives amount to a block of several thousand votes. No politician could show disrespect for that. In other words, that would make her the actual leader of the Onigati Gardens. You've got it. Oh. Well, with those words, Voicey pulled a well-worn cigarette box out. Oh, of course. The suspected kidnapping of the minister's grandchild and subsequent threats. Were these part of the hidden plot by the Onigati Guardians in order to have the Hinamizawa Dam project cancelled? Yep. He got
あ
it.
なた
You came all the way from
東京から
Tokyo to
はるばる
investigate this, didn't you?
ええ、そうですか。
Yeah, that's right.
じゃあほら
Something
あれだ
in the matter?
犬
is
飼
it
大臣へ
is it
の
related
直訴
to
事件の絡みですか
that
な
direct appeal incident with Mr. Unikai?
要するにあれ
If
で
that's the
要
case,
注
then
意団体っ
Nagasaki
てこ
is
とで公
then
安が
marked
マ
on
ー
the
クする
watch
ことに
list?
なったと
Hmm.
そういう感じです
Something
か
like
大石さんこそ
Have you guys
お
got
察しが
so
早くて
quickly
助かり
makes
ま
us
す。
easy. Without while exhaling out cigarettes, my voice smiled broadly, like I just pulled a good thing on him, or so I thought. It smiled a bit suddenly.
嘘でしょ
That's a lie, isn't it? What?
Hmm. だから
I mean, the
直
direct
訴事件で
appeal
マークがついたっての
putting them on a watch list.
嘘でしょ
That's a lie, isn't it? Oh god. Wizzy knew there was no other WHQ would dispatch an investigator over something as minor as direct appeal. If they were to dispatch somebody, it would have to be for a more dire reason. He had figured out a smash. I thought of myself as the type of person who doesn't let things show on their face. In front of his watchful gaze, however, I felt that I was thinking they completely bare. Wizzy suddenly lit another cigarette, as if waiting for me to interject during this awkward pause. As he said, this was a veteran detective's way of getting someone to spill the information. Yeah, this is smart, to be fair. I mean, very intimidative, very sort of, you know, for the person that's actually hiding the information, just scared shitless. And obviously, the more scared you are, the less rationally you're probably going to think, or the more rationally, I don't know. But it's going to be harder, whatever way you look at it, because it's going to actually It's going to be harder to maintain your guard when you're scared. But as long as I realise this, there would be nothing more. If I didn't open my mouth, I wouldn't have to lose anything. I suppose. All I had to do was stare out of the window and enjoy the steam. No rain voice he gave up. Oh my god, that's not gonna happen, bro. You're in the same car as him. There's no way that's gonna work. Like, you're gonna have to talk eventually. Oh god, my eyes. My eyes.
あなた
Yeah,
って
you
人
really
は
are bad at hiding
本
things,
当
you
に
know.
そういう
Means
素
that
直
young
で
and
初
honest
々
isn't
し
so
い
bad.
の
Wishy smoked as he
悪くない
twisted
な
out his third cigarette while I tried not to let him notice that I had yielded completely. I must have thought I had one, but at the very least, Wishy had ascertained that I was hiding something, meaning that I might have ended up marching to his tune. Wishy starting up the engine once again and began to move the car.
素直な
If
と
you'd
ころ
just
を
been
教え
honest
て
with
く
me,
れ
I
り
thought I
ゃ
might have been able to help you.
素直に
How
話
would
し
you
たら
help? If the cat was out of the bag, I
どう
might as well
力に
use
な
it
れ
to
るで
catch
し
some mice.
内容により
Well,
けり
this
ですが
depends
ね
on what we're talking about, but I might be
ひな
able
み
to
ざ
say
わ
you
界
up
隈
with
に
someone
詳
who's
しい情報
knowledgeable
屋に
about
引
the
き合わ
goings
せて
on
あ
in
げてもいい
Hinamizawa.
協力
An
員
informant?
そっ
I see.
か
Is that what you called
どう
it?
して私の
Why are
任
you
務大石
interested
さ
in
ん
my case,
そ
Wilson?
りゃ
Well, I'm the
常
same as you.
に知
Isn't
る
that
の
our
が
position,
私
I
たちの
think?
仕事じゃありませんか
Suppose. Being able to meet with voices involved was an extremely compelling opportunity. We were looking to recruit somebody familiar with the area to collaborate for intelligence. I like that. In the end, there was no better method for finding people than asking. We were always taught, however, that the rank and file police were no better than monkeys. Yeah, unlike us, they were careless with no confidential cases. We looked down on them like they run their mouth off in a trunk and stop her. Damn. Wizzy was an outlaw even amongst them, and here I was lost on whether or not I should tell him about the kidnapping of the minister's grandson.
その情報協力員は
Oh,
どの程度
this
鬼
important.
ヶ
Exactly
淵自主同
how
盟に精通
knowledgeable are they of Hinamizawa Guardians?
あんたも公
If
安
you
の
are
人間
from
ならわかる
public
でしょ
safety, you'd know, wouldn't you?
そんなの
Something like that
私の口から
is
た
something
と
I
えあな
can't
たにだっ
just
て
tell
話せる
you.
わけないじゃありませんか
Protect your resources. That was the first principle with dealing with confidential information. In that regard, it seems always he was one of those monkeys. Yeah, I suppose. Should I trust him? Ask for his help
あ
or
な
not?
たは
It's just that you work
私
for
は
the feds
金
and
に
I work
雇
for
わ
the
れてますよ
prefecture.
ね私たちの職
I
務
don't
は
think that our
そう
jobs are that
力
different.
に
I
な
think I
れ
can
る
be
と
of
思
help.
うんですが
Well, that's really
ね
nice of him. However, I had trouble believing that this crafty old man would simply help me, just like he claimed. Now, how should I go about this?
大石さんほどの
I
方
find it
が
hard to believe that
無
someone
償
of
で
your
力に
standing
なっ
would
て
help
くだ
me
さる
out
とは
without strings attached.
そりゃ
Oh, well, it's
下
not like I'm
心が
completely
ない
without
わ
an
けじゃない。
ulterior motive.
あんたら確
And I
か
recall you
協
guys have
力員
space
に
in
支
your budget
払える
allocated to
謝
pay
礼用の予
informants,
算を持
right?
ってますよね。
Oh my god, of course.
領収書不要な
Something
予
you don't
算。
need to submit a receipt
そ
for.
いつでで
Just
す
a
ね。
little bit of that would
情
be the
報屋
cost
と
of
の接
meeting
触
for
に
this,
かかるコスト
with
を
this informant.
ちょい
Oh
と
my god, of course he's doing this for money.
つまり
In other words, give the
情報屋
conversation
と渡りをつけ
earmarked
る
to
謝礼
the
を
informant
あな
to
た
you
にお
first.
支払いしろということですね。
Well, if it helps,
取引内容が
that the
明快で
details of
助か
this
ります。
deal were so clear. He certainly was something else for being able to brazenly state his ulterior motive like that. Rather than him doing this on the kindness of his heart, everything was a lot clearer if he was being compensated for this deal. I felt that he was the type of man who was good at these backroom dealings. Hmm.
誤解しないでく
Don't
れ。
miss
お金が
understand,
必
because
要
it's
な
not
の
you who needs
は
the money, it's the
私。
informant,
まあ
okay?
支払い
Well,
の
in
関
regards
係
to the
上
impairment,
お
I'll
金
be
は渡
handling the money.
支払いはいつ
Oh, when you want to.
今すぐ
that'll
が
be
ない
good.
なら
Oh,
明
that's
日
the
でもいいん
worst.
ですよ。
If you don't have it today, then tomorrow works as well. I put out a wallet that was different from my personal one. The price was pretty much fixed depending on what kind of information I was paying for. God. It is really interesting, like, these things. They're so valuable that you can just pay for information. In this case, the payment was upfront, also considering the fact that I didn't know what kind of info I would get. I shouldn't pay too much. Yeah, I suppose. When I suggested that, Oishi suddenly stretched out his hand and tightly grasped the contents of the... Oh my god.
こういう
At
時は
times
で
like
す
that, it's
ね。
bit...
ケチケチしない
It's
方
best you
が
not
い
be
い。
so
大
stingy.
丈夫、大丈夫。
Damn.
損はさせませんから。
There's ways where I won't go to waste. Fucking hell.
わかりました。
I
ケチケチし
understand,
な
I
い
won't
こ
be
とにしま
stingy.
す。
Holy shit, he just took all his money though.
で調べたい
What
情
kind
報
of
は何で
information are you
内
looking
容
for?
によ
Depending
っ
on
て
what
多
you
少
want,
ア
how the
プローチ
approaches
が
will
変わること
probably
もあり
change.
ますので。
Suppose.
他言無用を
You
使
swear
っ
you
て
won't
もらえ
spread
ま
this
すか。
information to
大石
anyone
さん。
else, voice
誓
not?
う
I
私
can't
も
swear
あ
as
なた
much.
た
I'm
ち
the
と
same as
職
you.
務上
I
知
can't
り得た
provide
ことは
information
他
obtained
言で
during
き
the
ません
course
か
of my
ら。
duties.
わかりました。
I
ここで
swear.
聞くこと
Nothing
は
that gets
他
said
言
anywhere
無用
else.
です。
Oh, nice.
それに
On
あ
top
な
of
た
that,
のおか
thanks
げ
to
で
you,
溜
I
ま
can
って
pay
た
back
ツケを
what I
全
owe from
部
my
返せる
major
んですからね。
debts. Oh my god. So that's what he's going to spend the money on. Well, suppose it's not going to waste. Who knows?
私は少なくとも
In any case, I
金
won't
の
break a
絡んだ
promise
約束は
that
絶
involves
対に
money. Oh, of course he won't. I was still unsure if I should trust him until the very last moment, but in the end I broke down. He wasn't the type of guy I could trust 100%, but there was no mistaking he had access to underground information networks. Oh yeah, of course he would. He'd have a lot of knowledge, man. Definitely. In order to accomplish my mission swiftly, I needed his cooperation. I set my resolve.
鬼ヶ淵主
I'm
導名が
investigating whether or not the
ある
Onigashiki
事件に
Guardians
関
is
与してい
related
る
to
か
a
否か
certain
を調査
incident.
する。
ある事
Certain
件。
犬
incident.
飼
可
There's a
能性とは
possibility
ま
that the
た
Minister of
遠回し
Construction
な言い
Inukai
方
is
です
being
ね。
coerced by somebody. Saying that there's a possibility is a kind of a roundabout way of putting it. Suppose
大臣の近
it
辺に
appears there's a
内
mark
通
request
者
to
が
the
いるらし
minister,
い。その内
and
通
due
者
to
によ
that
って
mole, the minister has
高
been
度に監視
managed
されている
quite
らしく、
thoroughly.
大臣は脅迫初期から屈服している様子です。
Seemingly forced to see their threats right away. Interesting. Oh my god, could you imagine if this mole's just... I mean, I don't know, it sort of depends if Oishi has his window out opened or not. Like, I mean, it would be very unlikely that it'd actually be possible to do this without being seen, but could you imagine if they were just listening right now?
警察へ
None of
なるほど。
this was reported to us or the police.
だから脅迫
So
を受
that's
け
what
てい
you're
る可
saying,
能
there's only a
性
possibility
とい
he's
う言
being
い方に
coerced?
なると。
Oh.
だとすると妙ですね。
In that case, isn't it a little
大
strange?
臣が
If the
誰に
minister
も通
didn't
報
report
し
this
な
to
い
anybody,
なら
how did you guys
ど
know
うして
about
あ
the
んたらは
incident?
事件を知ったんです
If we didn't spy on the minister's private life, we would have never find out.
その説明は
I don't think we have to
私が情
provide
報
the
屋に提供
explanation
す
to
る
that
必要
informant,
が
so
ない
I'm
と思
admitting
われる
it.
ので割愛します
Was yet apparently caught on and quietly chuckled when I refused to explain.
なる大臣
I
の
see,
そ
there's
れ
a
は
spy
確か
close to
に
the minute
穏
to say
便な
that
話じゃ
Luke
ないです
safety made
ね
it a highly classified investigation. That certainly isn't a very amicable story, is it? Oh, damn.
ことを公にすれば
If this matter
大
becomes
臣の
public,
政治
not
生
only
命
would
も含め
this affect the
政
minister's
変に発
political
展する可
career,
能性
but
は
the
極めて
possibility of
高い
that
でしょ
being
う
a shift in the political landscape is extremely high. Oh, of
犯
course.
人グループの
If the
目的が
perpetrator's
そこ
aim
に
is
あるなら
indeed
ば
that, then this could
有
develop
識事
into
態
a
に
very
発展
grave
する可能性
situation.
政府の列島
Well, with
改
the
造
government
は
having development projects
まあ
all
いろ
over
い
the
ろ方
country,
々との衝
everybody's
突
had
も多い
to
らしい
quite
で
a
すか
few
ら
people.
ね
Yeah, suppose.
どんなささ
It
やか
wouldn't
な
take
ケチ
much
でも一つ
wrongdoing
つけ
for the
ば
left-wing
野党
parties
勢力がどっと
to
票を伸ばす可能
suddenly
性
gather
も
more
あると
It also wouldn't take much wrongdoing for me to have a drink. Goddamn water. Now I feel colder. Ugh. Ghana. I have never heard that word before.
大臣がどの
We're
ような
currently
要求を
investigating
受け
what
ている
demands
の
are being
か
forced on the minister,
ですが
but at least we have a good
脅迫
idea
の
of how
方
it's
法
being
だけは
threatened.
ほぼ
なんです
大臣
Oh,
の
the
孫の
minister's grandson was
周
kidnapped.
辺は否
They're
定してい
denying
ま
that,
すが
but judging from when he was last seen,
最後
it's
の目
believed
撃
it's
から
been
見て
already over 72
すでに
hours since the kidnapping.
誘拐後72時間が経過
3日で並みの身代金目的ならもう
If they were
決着
just
して
after
ます
ransom
ね
money, this would be settled by
金
now.
銭でなく
It may be,
Daiji,
this is a
何らか
monetary
の
gain. The
政治的なアク
possibility
ショ
is
ン
that
を要
they're
求してい
forcing
る
the
可能性
minister
が
to do something
極めて
politic.
高いでしょう
Is extremely high. Stopping the dam, maybe? I wonder.
それを我々
That's
は
something we just can't consent to.
で
So then the
それの
Onigashima
犯人グル
Guardians
ープ
was
との
listed
可
as
能
one of
性
the
とし
possible
て
perpetrators.
そうです
That's correct. Kidnapped the minister's grandson
大
and
臣の孫を
demand
誘
the
拐
cancellation
し
of the
て
dam project.
どうでしょう
What
大
do you
石さ
think,
んその可能
Moshi-san?
性
From your
は
point of view, do you think
あな
that's
たから見
possible?
てあり得ると思います
God,
か
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real. These people. I mean, if you set fire to, for example, an office building, you're not gonna. You're just gonna have nothing that stops you. I mean, you're gonna go to sort of the furthest extent, which I definitely feel that he's doing here, easily. Always he seemed to ponder the idea for a while. The session chief of the regional officer responded immediately with it's possible. Interesting. However, Hoisey, who was this well informed about the matter, was hemming and hawing. Hemming and hawing. Finally, just a little bit, he said something that was really just a little bit
明
strange.
治前
This is
までは
before
で
the
すね
Meiji era, you see.
この辺り
This
は
area
南沢村って名
this
前じゃ
area
なく
wasn't
て
named Hinamizawa,
鬼ヶ
but
淵村って呼ば
the
れて
village
た
back
そう
then,
です
it was called Onigashima. Oh god, nah, that's what I just heard from my mother.
うちのばあ様の受け売り
Oh
ですね
god. This topic was so completely and suddenly unrelated to the subject of the kidnapping of the minister's grandson that I was taken slightly aback.
鬼あ
Onigashima? Oh, so that's what I
それで
meant, the Onigashima
鬼ヶ
Guardians.
淵村ってのはですね
You
人
see,
食
the
い鬼
village
の
of
住む村
Onigashima
だと
was
言われてたん
to
だ
be
そう
said
で
to
す
be inhabited by demons that devoured
今
humans.
でも
Even now
村
it's
人は
believed that the blood
自
of
分
these
の
demons
体に鬼の血が
partially
半
coursed
分
through
流
the
れ
veins
て
of
ると
these
信じ
villagers. I love that belief. I mean, you would say it's complete bullshit, but then you see Myon and you see like Watanagasi, and then you don't burp, but you wander. Demons that devour humans. Hoisan, what do you
情
say?
報です
It's
さっ
information.
き
I
あな
read
た
a
から
lot
たくさん
from
もら
you
っち
just
ゃいま
now.
したからね
Oh,
少し
a
もら
little
って
too
その
much. In
サービ
exchange,
ス
I'm
してあ
giving
げ
you
て
a
るん
little
ですよ
freebie. Oh, nice one. It's like a trade. Why do you finally smile?
先を
But it
続け
didn't
てく
seem
ださ
like
い
he was fooling around.
人食い鬼た
You
ちは
see,
で
these
すね
human devouring
普段
demons
は仙
normally they
人と
were
崇められてひっ
revered
そりと暮らしているんですがね
as Taoist transcendence and live tucked away from the rest of the world.
やっぱり人食いですから
But maybe one after.
定期的に麓の村に降りてきては獲物をさらっていったんだそうです
But they ate people after all, so apparently they go to the villages in the foothills and regularly induct their prey. God fucking hell. I just don't get how they deduct them. I mean, if they were literal demons, you would have thought they'd be able to be seen. God. It's very weird.
それをですね
They used to call that being demon away
鬼隠しと言いました
Oh. Oh, right, Demon Away was first. It was the first time I'd heard such a peculiar phrase. However, I felt something slightly ominous from this horrifying tale of demons abducting people in order to eat them. God, it's only tapping the tip of... Yeah, he's only touching the tip of the iceberg. There we are, I can talk. Look, you know how there's a common phrase, spirited away. When people suddenly go missing one day, they call it that. When the same thing happens around here, they call it being demon away. Oh, interesting.
その昔話と
How
本
does
件
the
に
old tale relate to
何
the
か
matter
関係
at
が
hand?
いえいえ、
Oh,
直
no.
接的
There's
には
no
何の
direct
関係も
relationship,
ない
I'm。just making some small
Tada.
talk here. It's just... Good thump. Oh god, the car shook as I'm on the gravel road to change to a paved one. Oh,
ただ
it's just
この
well,
土地に
that
鬼
around
隠
here
し
the
とい
phrase
う名
demon
の
away is somewhat of a
失踪、
cloned
誘拐
disappearance
を暗
and
示するキ
kidnapping,
ー
so
ワ
I
ード
just
が
thought
あ
I'd
る
mentioned it.
ということだけは、
Well, yeah, so
今回の大臣の孫の誘
I don't know
拐
if there's
と
anything
関
to
係
do
あ
with the
るかは
economic
分かり
of
ま
the
せん。
minister's grandson. No, this is not near Watanabe, is it? Because if it is, that would be really interesting. But there's no way this can be near it. I mean, it just seems too much of a coincidence. If it was, it would be, in my opinion at least.
まあ、
Well, there's no
深い
deep meaning
そん
behind
な
it. It's
言わ
just
れの
that
話がある
there's a little
と
bit of
いうこと
history.
だけ
There's
で
a
もね
little。bit of history. Onikakuchi, humiliating demons coming down from the foothills and abducting their prey. Then, in order to cancel the dam project that threatened to submerge the village they lived in, did they demon away the minister's grandson? Yeah, it could be a theory. Then had they already made him an example out of the minister's grandson and eaten him alive? How can you even... No, I'm going to be wrong. I'm kind of genuinely curious. How would you possibly eat somebody alive? I kind of regret asking that. I'm actually kind of thinking about it now, and I will feel sick if I continue. It's a bit of an interesting old tale, isn't it? Yeah.
鬼たちの村
Who's
に
ever
緑
into
に
the
踏み
demon's
入れ
village
ば
without reason, you'll
たち
probably
ま
be
ち囚
captured
わ
and
れ
eaten
だから
alive.
鬼が淵村には近づくんだ。
Onigaki is like... Yeah.
今時の若者は
These days,
こんな迷信
might not
信じ
believe
ま
such
せんがね。
superstitions.
沖宮
But
の明
mighty
治生まれ
older
の
folk were
年寄り
not
連中に
born
は
in the
今
Meiji
で
era.
も真面目に
Many would
信じ
never
てる
question
のが多いですよ。
these warnings. Oh. Hinamizawa village was feared by the people in that area. Oh, damn. In Okinomiya. Oh. I recall that piece of information I heard from the Prefectural Public Safety Division.
何しろ
Oh,
こ
yeah.
の
In
辺は
any
田
case,
舎です
in
から
any
ね。
case, we're in the boonies now.
迷信なん
It's
かが
kind of
平
expected
気で
that
幅
there'd
を
be
利か
some
せてるんです。
superstitions around.
東京から来られた赤坂さんにはちょっと想像
Probably
もつか
couldn't
ないで
begin
しょ
to
うがね。
imagine it, could you? Oh, I know. And Tokyo's probably like so normal, just so city-like, and then you just have like, you just go into rural Japan, and you just see like demons eating people, people dying, kidnappings, non-stop crime because of protests. Yeah, just a little bit different. A little bit. Swallowed him whole. God. I don't think it'd be. Yeah, it is ludicrous. That ludicrous idea fell through my head. It was so absurd that I was half disgusted with myself. Yeah, Oishi was just teasing me. Stupid. It was all really so stupid. Come to think of it, by then I may have already been seized by the curse of that dubious village. No, you can't have been. For me to realise that would just take a little more time. Huh. Might as well blow my nose. Have a little break. Oh wow. We have a lot of things. So we got... I don't think I have ever got 4 tips before. Interesting. I'm going to just take a little break, you know. Just want to take it easy. Just want to let the story really sink in, you know. That was really fun. It is interesting to learn about these things. I mean, I'm going to be real, I kind of wish there were more people that were in it. I think just having the same conversation with the one person, I mean, it is really, really fun, but I think it could be more fun if you get what I mean. I don't know. I really got to get some Coke for tomorrow, because I mean, oh my god, I kind of hate whenever I say Coke, it could either mean Coca-Cola or cocaine. I mean Coca-Cola. Please don't get the wrong idea, but like, I really got to get some like Coca-Cola and then just drink it whenever I feel tired, because I tried that once and oh my god, I had such an energy boost, and now I can actually play. So I really got to invest, if you like, in some Coca-Cola. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But yeah. Oh, this is the hotel. Oh my god. Waking up in a cheap hotel in the city was by no means pleasant. Oh. It's actually very interesting, this room. It looks exactly like a travel lodge I've stayed in. Actually, do I have my phone around here? No, I don't. Right then. Never mind then. It's just so interesting though. It's exactly the same sort of room. Same carpet as well. Obviously different paintings. Different wall colour as well. The wall colour in the one I was staying in was blue. But like, god, it's so similar. It's just really funny that. I don't remember about the light switches. Maybe they were different as well. I think the corridor from like the door to... Oh, I don't really know how to explain it. Like the narrow sort of corridor from the door to like the end of that wall. And then when it sort of goes over to the left, it was a little longer in the Travelodge I stayed in. But that's really interesting because in that, you see that door, the black door next to the one with the sort of paper slip in it. That door's probably the bathroom. And I remember that bathroom. I remember hating it. It stank of cigarettes. It was a nightmare to have a shower in. Kind of ruined my birthday as well, because that's where we were staying for. I remembered even during the long camping trips we had during grade school. Damn, so he's like Gaty. He had camping trips. I wanted to get home quickly, counting out the days left on my fingers. No, I don't blame him. Waking up this morning, I was somehow reminded of that. Was it a need to be with my wife when she gave birth? A particular type of homesickness? Yes, it probably was. As a productive member of society, as a public servant bound to fulfill his duties, it was pathetic indeed. Those negative emotions faded as I sat down with my breakfast, which was surprisingly not half bad. Oh. What did he have, I wonder? The meeting with the informant that Oishi had provided would be tonight. Oh shit, up then I couldn't just be lazing around. Oh, he's going to explore, I think. The only Sea Guardians was protesting on the dam's construction in various ways. Included in this strategy for improving public relations. Oh, including this was a strategy for improving public relations, which could be categorized into two major forms: combative and peaceful. In regards to the former, as an attempt to keep law enforcement in check, they appealed to the public sympathy by highlighting the oppressive and inhumane tactics of the police and the brutality of the riot squads. Oh god, so Japanese police are really bad? I don't really know much about the Japanese police. It's a shame though. The latter, peaceful brew, was stressed how precious the natural surroundings of Hinamizawa was, seeking people who would oppose the dam on environmental grounds. Oh, yeah. As a part of that, the village of Hinamizawa had invited celebrated zoologists and botanists as well as environmental groups and to advertise the nature of surrounding the town. Damn. Wow. God, they must really have a budget if they can do that. Like, celebrated as well. According to the news, in recent years there had been a small group calling itself Hinamizawa Nature Watching, setting up on free sightseeing tours. I wonder if that's like the whole sort of relationship that Tomitake has with Hinamizawa. I would have liked to have taken advantage of the opportunity, but when I called the village administrative officers, they said it was too late to apply for the tour, and they were still undecided as to when they'd be doing another one. Ah, right. Yeah, probably does make sense. I see, so there's no applications after next time. Too bad. Are you a member of an environmental group? Or maybe somebody from a magazine? No, just say privately. Privately, then you're a tourist?
観光
Something like
美
that.
しい
Oh
自然を写
god.
真に残すのが趣味なんで
Oh, that is... He's so... He could have so nearly given himself away though. That's really funny. Something like that. It's my hobby to take pictures that display how beautiful nature can be. I read in
とても貴重な自然が
magazine
残っ
that
てい
there
ると
was
読んだの
some
で 楽
precious
しみにしてい
nature
たのですが
reserves here, so I was looking forward to it. I knew there was an article that had something like that written in it, but I never actually read it. Oh. Was it this ad-libbed? Was it this ad-libbed lie not going to work? However, contrary to my expectations, the person I was speaking to laughed happily. Then come. The village is really busy right now, but you're totally welcome here.
ぜひそうさせていただきます
In that case, readily accept the offer, thank you. How are you getting around, Carl? If that's the case, could I ask you for your license plate number? There's no ulterior motive behind that. That's weird. Why would you just get somebody... I mean, this is a village officer, to be fair, so maybe he would... No, he wouldn't need to know. I mean, maybe he would be able to... No. As much as I try and think about it, there's nothing good he would do with a car license plate. That's just weird that he's asking for it. That's probably related to the checkpoints they set up on the way to the village. It could be that, maybe. But I don't think they'd be that nice to stop people from entering just because of their number plate. No, not entering, like just going around Hinamizawa just because of their number plate, you know? If I didn't give them my license plate number, I'd most likely be hindered in various ways. No. Is he actually going to do it? I thought about using the car I borrowed from the prefecture, but I was lost on whether it was okay to tell them the plate number. It is not okay, no. If the Onigati Guardians was behind this incident, there was no guarantee that they wouldn't be able to find out who I was. Yeah. I had to play it safe, so I elected to refrain from using the car. Yeah, good. Good for him.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not
Bus
using
か
that.
何かがあれ
If
ば
there's a bus or something, I prefer that. We don't have a bus actually. The route is going to be disconnected soon. Continued soon though. You can take that. Hit the bus from Hinomiya Station.
ありがとうございます
Thank you
探して
very
みる
much.
こと
I'll
にし
look up for it. When will you be coming? Is it your first time in Hinamizawa? If it is, you must be unsure about a lot of things. If you let me know, I can have somebody to show you around.
そんな
Oh no, I can't ask that much of you. Don't worry about it. That's just a bit of PR we do to protect nature around the village. Oh, interesting. It just kind of seems it can either be taken really dodgily or really nicely. I can't tell. Judging by what I saw at the checkpoints, the villagers were at the very least wary of outsiders. Yeah. That's why, in order to move in and out of the village freely, I had to travel with somebody like Oishi, aside of the damn protests. Side of the damn protests, don't do that. Having an interest in the natural environment surrounding the village tied into the peaceful types of PR the village was using. I was a bit against having a watchdog attached to me, but that might actually work out in my favour. Yeah, I suppose it would. The entire village was fired up about the damn protest, so I might be lucky enough to hear some especially candid opinions from the residents. Oh yeah, I suppose. Given that, but you can't really go interviewing people because, you know, you're soon going to be found out. Given that, there was no real reason for me to refuse their offer.
本当によろ
Is
し
it
いでしたら
really
本当
alright?
に
If so, that would really help.
助かります
Oh. Interesting. After that, I was shown the bus schedule and directed to which bus I should get on. And somebody would come and meet me at the bus stop in the village. Oh. After showing me around a spot I'd taken interest in, there was no doubt they'd bring me to somewhere like an anti-dam information centre. Oh. Then over a cup of tea they try and indoctrinate me into accepting their principles and beliefs. Oh, well, if that was their aim, there'd be a lot of freebies involved. This world is about give and take after all. I couldn't be going in a suit. I pulled some Playboys out of my gravel casing, changing into something more casual. After that, after coming down by watching some local television, I left the hotel and set up for Hinomiya Station. The bus route that I was told would soon be discontinued certainly didn't look that way. Oh, interesting. There were more than enough trips on the schedule and the number of passengers was by no means sparse. Oh, sus. It was mainly into Hinomiya, the only town in the area. The types of passengers that stood out were older folk who didn't look like they could drive and housewives who didn't seem like they had a license. Oh, interesting. If the area was submerged at the bottom of the lake, it wouldn't matter if there was a bus route. Yeah, that's why I was going to be discontinued in the natural scheme of things. I could catch a glimpse of the government's intent in cutting off their means to transportation to bully the village into emptying out sooner. Oh damn. That makes sense. According to the documents, talks between the Ministry of Construction and the locals broke down quite early. This government decided from the start to take an aggressive stance on the matter. It was like the fairy tale with the north wind and the sun trying to get the traveller to remove his cloak. Even that bullying had meaning to it. The reason why the Onigashiki guardians resisted so violently was because the government was doing unseemly things like that. Yeah. Oh. God. Well, somebody who lives in Tokyo, so for a village or two on the boonies like this to be submerged didn't seem like a big deal. But yeah, but I guess for somebody actually living there it would be a vitally huge problem. Yeah, for real. This route will be discontinued at the end of this financial year. Thank you for your patronage up to this point. We look forward to your continued patronage on other lines of economic transportation. There's a nice the number of discontinued service posted at the notice. Discontinued service posted inside the bus. I counted down on the number of stops until the designated one. Along the way we passed through the checkpoint before without stopping. They knew what time the bus was coming, so they had opened up the barricade ahead of time. Oh, of course they have. From here on out was enemy territory. My mum said at some point become coated in a thin film of sweat. No, I don't blame him. Now arriving at Ukita Waterworks. Have any passengers disembarking? I hurriedly pressed the stop request button as the designated stop was announced. For none of the numerous passengers to be getting off him, and it was just that it must be quite a remote place. Busing only but let's go. My favourite word. In actuality, the stop I got off was so abnormally run down that I could tell it was barely used. Oh, interesting. As soon as I stepped out, an intense atmosphere, completely different than the interior of the bus, assailed my body. Right now, we see one day one beside me. That's right, at present I was alone in the middle of enemy territory. Oh shit. My other adversaries had probably thought I was just an ordinary tourist, but that was nothing more than a ruse. I'm actually kind of confused about the whole Higurashi thing. I thought he was going to send him a person that was going to show him around the village and just have fun, stuff like that. You know, have fun for the case. But, I don't know, he's just getting some random dodgy old bloke to provide somebody who's going to show him around the village. I'm kind of confused about that. But if by some mistake my true identity was to be exposed, it brought back the terrifying words I had heard at the prefectural office, that if somebody was attacked in Hinamizawa with a knife, there would be heavy evidence left behind. Yeah. I didn't seem suspicious, did I? My clothing was currently casual. It was exactly the type of clothing that a city slicker like that viewed the countryside as a wholesome getaway would wear. A camera and a knapsack. Inside were various things needed for hiking. Interesting. It was still only June, and maybe it was unusual, but the sun was shining down on, like it was already the middle of summer. Oh God, the fact that I didn't bring a hat must have seemed odd. No, it wasn't something to be that concerned about. That's alright, I was just a normal tourist. Just normal. Was there anything suspicious about me? Nah. Asking that as I turned around to look at the bus. And to look at the bus that was departing. Oh shit! That was a little bit unexpected. All of the passengers by the window were staring down at me silently. They were staring right at me as if they had seen right through my bland little outfit. Just staring, looking down on me. Countless stares rained down like needles on me from the windows open to the air out of the bus. All that rained down was stares. None of them were saying a word. That's weird. No, I get what he means. But all the more, the silent stares told me that more than a million words could. Hurry up and go back to Tokyo, you outsider. No, there's no reason for me to speak. My quiet voice was drowned out by the sound of the engine. The bus, as if to torment me, sped out slowly, and after doing more than enough to intimidate me, sped off. God. A little bit dodgy there. A thin film of smoke began to rise from my entire body. According to the document, it was a village that seemed wary of outsiders. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. These villagers really are wary of outsiders. If these people, I mean, to be fair, they kind of are in their worst time at the moment, so it could probably be really affected by that. But, oh my God, it's just... I mean, if they didn't know who he was, let's say they didn't know who he was. This poor dude, he's just trying to... I mean, from like a citizen's perspective, somebody that knows nothing about him, he could just be a person trying to explore, I don't know, beauties of Hinamizawa. And yet he's being looked at like that. Could you imagine how just disheartening that must be? God. This population was small as well. If they saw an unfamiliar face, they would be quick to identify that face as an outsider. On top of that, nobody else had gotten off at this stop. Yeah, I suppose. Must be awkward that. It was a bus stop that they normally just passed on by. Somebody actually getting off there, there was no doubt that had drawn some attention. But this wasn't a slip-up. They were the ones who directed me to get off at this stop. There was nothing to worry about. I knew that I was just nervous since it was my first undercover assignment. My more seasoned colleagues referred to us as the new generation that didn't know how to lose their cool, but that wasn't true at all. Oh. Phew. In order to go with my breathing down, I exhaled the unpleasant air outside my stomach. This is not ASMR. Please. Please. I couldn't help but pray that my apprehensions would disappear like the white clouds of exhaust expelled from the bus. There was a small shed there to serve as shelter if it rained, and it was there I decided to wait. Inside the shed, one wall was plastered with posters advertising the dam opposition efforts. God. So it really is like just a sort of village-wide thing, really. Fuck you, dam. That's basically what they're trying to say. It was like the heartfelt screams of the villagers were recorded on that wall. God. Inside that shelter I felt an inexplicable pressure. It wasn't like I had any real relation to the dam project, but it still made me feel hesitant about being inside there. Oh, I can see what he means. That was just how filled with the force of denial that space was. God. Plastered walls though. Plastered with posters. Damn. And inside that uneasy space was a girl. Oh, it's her! Oh my God, it's Tika. No way! Inside that shed, covered in words written in broad brush strokes, berating the police regarding the dam and calling for action, there was a girl sitting in there with a drowsy gaze as if half asleep. The two images clashed so much I could only stand there dumbfounded for a moment, trapped in such a surreal environment. No, I can see that. Must have been weird. If I stepped inside, who knew what kind of oafish noises I would have accidentally made. Oh, he didn't actually step inside. I thought he was sitting down. Wait, what? So he was just looking inside. I couldn't be disturbing this girl's slumber like that. Having thought this, I gave up on entering the shed. It was just a sleeping kid, so why was I worked up about it? Finally, I realised this girl to us as a married couple was the very image of our ideal child. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Even after numerous examinations at the hospital, we didn't know for sure what our child's gender was. Whether we could tell if they were a boy or girl, whether we could tell if they were a boy or girl was, in the end, dependent on whether or not we could get an image of the... That was not something I was expecting to read, but yeah, I suppose. There was, of course, no guarantee that it was a girl, but with the things the way they were, the possibility was high. Oh. Even so, Yukiya had been saying that the chances it was a boy or a girl were even. But in my heart, I had already decided that our coming child was a girl. Oh. Since the day I decided that until now, it was so fun to imagine how our child would grow up. I couldn't help myself. Amongst those numerous imagined forms, the one that I thought the most ideal had materialised right in front of me. Of course, a little of it was due to the circumstances. God, that must be really nice. In my ideal image, her hair would be on the short side. The girl in front of me, though, had long hair. It was almost as if somebody had taken my ideal and made some small adjustments. It certainly wasn't something unpleasant. Even so, I felt like I was sullying her just by looking at her like that. She had an immaculate, no, divine air about her. Quite literally, because I suppose... Oh. Wow. The girl with an angelic smile with a yawn wide enough that you could see her moulders. Oh god. Woke all of a sudden. I didn't mean to be, but locking eyes with a girl who had just woken up like this somehow made me feel like I was playing a prank on her. I wasn't doing anything shady, but I became flustered. The girl spoke, no, cried out. Meep. Oh my god. So it's Small Ika. No way. Meep. Like the character on the show with the puppets. With that orange hair. I thought it was just one of those greetings kids do, so in order to prove I wasn't a suspicious person, I responded in kind. Meep. 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 I'm lucky this isn't awkward at all. The girl stared at me dubiously with a doll-like expression, cute but cold and hard to read. Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised. There was, after all, an unfamiliar man right in front of her when she woke up, who responded with meep when she said the same. Suspicious, but I'm not gonna lie, if I saw this in real life, I kind of would think it would be a little bit suspicious. She definitely thought I was suspicious. Meep. Meep. This is humanity now. Meep. We were both at a loss of words. No, the only one lost was me. The girl in front of me, as if inquiring about my motives, instead of me intently. And this silent, I felt like I was the one who had to say something first. Damn it, this girl's way better at interrogating somebody somebody than Oishi. I'm not anybody suspicious, I'm... Nippa. What I could have only described as a cold expression suddenly blossomed into a smile, one that soon affected me. You might be familiar with the term angelic smile to me, but it was like that phrase was created just to describe the smile she gave me. Damn. The girl was smiling, saying Nippon probably wanted me to return the favour in kind. That's right, this is a kid's form of communication. However, having the other person emulate what you did was just a rudimentary form of mutual understanding. Suppose... I really don't know. It was a beautiful afternoon in the early summer, and yet they can only say meep and nippa. Makes sense. What was I doing? Well, whatever. This is so weird. I mean, not even with like the weird sense. It's just weird because awkward. Well, whatever. This is interesting in its own way. If making somebody happy with just a smile was the work of angels, then this girl was definitely one of them. I couldn't help but pray that my own child, who was soon to be born, would grow up to be like this girl. The strange moment was finally brought to the end by the arrival of a car. Another person waving me from the driver's seat, a dry smile plastered on their face. Who was it? Was it Oishi? Hi there, good afternoon, sorry for being late. Oh, it's him. You're the tourist we found yesterday, right? Huh? Ah, yes. Sorry to keep you waiting, I'm running a little bit behind because of the farm. Oh, we had a farm? Hop right on in. It seems like the weather isn't going to hold out for much longer, so I'll show you around real quick. Oh, the weather? It changes fast around here. There'll probably be evening showers again today. I really can't tell if I should be suspicious about that or not. If that happens, you won't be able to take any pictures. Come on, get in. Meep. Turning around, the girl was standing right behind me with an intrigued expression. Her body language somehow reminded me of a stray cat that followed you around after you played with it a little. So charming. Oh well, if it isn't, look at someone. Praise be. Girl named Rika with the immaculate smile, an old man praising her while rubbing prayer beads in his hands. It was rather a mysterious sight to behold. I know, that would just be weird if I saw it. So the girl turns her face at me and tilting her head in a little cutesy manner. After seeing that, the elder introduces me as a tourist who came to sightsee Hinamizawa. A young who came to the village for sightseeing. The girl Rika-san said that with a smile as she climbed onto my arm. Well, yeah, this village is surrounded by a precious nature reserve, so I very much wanted to record that with my camera. Even though I look like this, I really like to take pictures. Tomitake MK number 2. Tomitake? Oh. I'm actually kind of surprised she knows of Tomitake, because this is like... I don't know how long this is in relation to like the story we're sort of experienced in seeing every time, like 1983 version, but I'm just kind of surprised she knows about Tomitake. Huh? Makino? Is it okay if I come along too? What? Tomitake Makino too? Makino? I'm so confused. Who's that? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I thought MK. MK's probably make there, but Makino is there. Yeah. You could come along with the time, but there's nothing interesting to see. You should go play near the shrine or something. Meep. A distinctly displeased expression creeped across Rika-chan's face. Being able to show one's emotions honestly on their faces was a privilege young children have. It's not too much of a problem. Could you bring this child along with us? When I said those horrible words, another smile spread across Rika-chan's face with another new promise. She clung to me again. Ah, not bad at all. I want this girl to come. No. Father. This turned from something just, you know, sweet and innocent to what the fuck? What am I doing? Ever since I met this girl, I was completely off my game. Just calm down. Nothing I can do, I guess. Because I never listens even if you say no. Oh, come on, hop in. Come on, Rika-chan too. The old man descended from the driver's seat and opened out the sliding door of the van, which had Higurashi Alliance Town Council stenciled on the side. Interesting. Rika-chan brushed me aside, drove into a seat, and began bouncing around right away. It seemed like she was thoroughly enjoying the bouncy springs. Come on, Rika-chan, if you're like that, I guess can't sit down. Hey, Rika-chan. Oh, that was nice. I wonder if my child will play around like this too. No, it was written in the guide to raising a child that you shouldn't dote on them. Because if you don't raise them strictly without spoiling them. I'm definitely gonna be a terrible father. Oh my god. He shouldn't think that, because I think, you know, like, you've seen how much of a nice person he seems. Just peaceful police helper, police workforce bloke, you know? He seems really nice. He won't be a terrible dad, bro. It was decided that I would be a doting parent before my child was even born. Well, I'll show you around some places I think look nice. Have you eaten lunch yet? Yeah, I had a light meal at the hotel. Is that so? Well then, let's get going. Wow, we're setting off on a tour of Hinamizawa. Yay! Is it right if I call you Rika-chan? Sure, my name is Hiride Rika. Oh, interesting. Hiride. I can already do addition in 10. The 10's digit. How old is she here? How is that true? That's amazing. I mean, I don't know. She looks like she's, I don't know. She looks like she's like 8 or 9. No, it has to be. No, I'd say like 5 or 6 here. It's not impressive. I could do my entire 12 times. I could do 1 to 12 times tables in when I was like 6. I don't count on my fingers. I can do it all in my head. Relatable. The way she insisted upon that was just too cute. At some point, the nervousness I had about being alone in enemy territory had evaporated like it was never there at all. I had to be at least a little thankful that I met this girl. Well then, let's go again. It's time for Hinamizawa nature watching. Yeah. The old man stepped on the gas with a great deal of gusto. I love that word, gusto. I don't even know what it means, but yeah. Maybe it's like another word for force. Oh yeah, he's getting a picture here. And getting a picture on the bridge, of course. I've never seen that screenshot before. And this one as well. Oh, I love that. I love that little part there. It's just like, hello there. I don't even know. I don't know if I did that well because I can't see my webcam. I kind of wish I was looking at it though. The old man, who was apparently named Makino. Was he the same Makino that was listened? There was this as the author of the Onigashiki Guardians? Auditor, even. What's his surname? Big question. Showed me around places that were all breathtaking. Even though I wasn't really here for sightseeing, I couldn't help but be impressed. First of all, this was different from the simple scenery of a city. The scenery of a charming village like this, no matter how mundane it seemed to the villagers, had a tranquil appeal to it. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh. At first I was only releasing the shutter as part of my tourist act, but midway through I found myself taking pictures out of pure interest. No, I don't blame him. I mean, these buildings there are so interesting. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know if I'd see the interest if I was a Japanese person, but if I actually went to a village like this, for example, it'd just be so interesting for me because look at how unique. I mean, let's take any English building and then just put a Japanese building next to it. They're so different and so unique to us, so that'd be really interesting. But yeah, if you've seen the village in real life as well, you'll know the build quality of these. They're really, really different. Very interesting stuff. Tourist traps had their own unique allure to them, but there was nothing like that here. I was especially captivated by the unspoiled nature of this place. Yeah, I don't blame him. If there wasn't that whole uproar over the dam, I would want to bring Yukie with me some other time. Well, I suppose you could do that sometime soon. But he said at the beginning of the, I was going to say play, at the beginning of the VN that, hold up. Alright, good. I don't know why, I just suddenly had a bit of paranoia that I hadn't had my mic on for this entire stream. God. Right, yeah, but he said at the beginning of the VN that he met up with Oishi after 7 years because he wanted to rediscover something. So yeah, I don't think that's the case. I wanted to breathe in this fresh air as well as shower the rejuvenating verdant scenery. No, whatever. Wow. Is something like this that interesting? It is, to be fair. I mean, what do they sell? Oh god. Is that a hot water bath? I don't know. As I see, I don't even know, is that? I can't tell. I don't know. That's either shichi or it's the kanji used for isogashi. Can't tell. That's ye. And then that's ondo. But I don't know, maybe it's onsen there. Cause that could mean a water bath or something like that. I don't know. Is busy evening water bath? Is that what that says? I really don't know. That would be my guess. I should probably search that up after the stream. You're a strange person, Akazaka. How does he know her? How does she know his name?
いや
There's in
こういう円筒
mail
状の郵便ポ
boxes
スト
of
なん
bread
て
nowadays.
今はとても貴重だよ。どことなく
Yeah, there's
漂
something
う
nostalgic there
ノ
about
スタ
them.
ルジ
You
ック
wouldn't
な
happen to
雰囲
think
気
they're
は
elegant, would you?
ひなみざ
Is
わ
Hinamizawa fun?
あ
Yes,
退
fine.
院したら
Once he's discharged
ぜ
from
ひ
the
家内
hospital,
を
I'd
連れ
like
て
to bring
もう
my
一度来
wife
たい
here
よ。
at least
その
once.
時には
With
生ま
that
れて
child,
いる。
with that
子供
the
も
child
一緒に
would
ね。
be born by that time.
うん
今は出産を控えて入院してい
When
る
she's
んだ。
in the hospital waiting to give
予
birth,
定日が
she's
もうす
due
ぐ。
any day now. It'd be nice if there was.
君みたいな可愛い女の子だといいんだけど。
Sir, it seems like congratulations are soon to be in order. Still, that's not good. To leave your rival behind and play around in a place like this. Oh no! Oh, that's a really awful situation. He can't say anything because of work, but if he doesn't say anything, he sort of looks like a dickhead, you know? Oh, that's terrible. I was momentarily at a loss for words. It was exactly how Makinor said. There was no good reason for a man who was waiting for his wife to give birth to be playing around idly in this place. Did I slip up? Yes. Well.
ひなみざわへの
We
旅行は
already planned this trip to
前々からの予定だった
Hinamizawa a long time ago.
妻の家族
My
が付き
wife's
添ってくれ
family
てい
is
る
with
から
her, so it'll be all
大丈夫
fine.
だし。
If you had this plans so far in advance, then how come you didn't ever sign a deadline for a nature watching? Oh. If you did, you could have toured around on a nice bus instead of being cramped up in here. It didn't seem as if Makino was actually digging for anything, but if this conversation continued any longer, it would put some unexpected holes in my cover. I ordered the conversation by pretending to take another picture. Yeah, good one. Well then, for our last stop, I'll take you to the place with the best view. Oh, lucky. It was slightly before evening, the sun was burning brightly, but a cool breeze had begun to mix itself into the air. It seemed my exploration of Hinamizawa with Rika-chan was just about done.
一番景色
The
のい
place
い
with
と
the best view? Well, Rika-chan, where else could it be but the view from around the shrine? Oh, of course. Hearing that, Rika-chan smiled even more.
では
Well then,
赤
I'll
坂を
introduce
僕のお家へご招待な
you
の
to
で
my
す
home, Akazaka.
リカちゃんの
By
お家
Rika-chan, so
って
you mean? Huh? The shrine, the Hudede shrine. There's an observation platform. You can see some real pretty scenery. Wait, no. You can't legally go in there because he needs a warrant. Oh shit. Oh, he's getting so many bad luck
Hudede
things happening to him.
神社
Hudede Jinja. The girl who called Hudede Shrine her home, Rika. If I remember correctly, her full name was Hudede Rika, and Hudede was, that's right, one of the three families. Even if the Sonosaki family is said to hold all the actual power, it was still one of the old houses that held some authority. No, more important than that right now was the Hudede Shrine. If I remember correctly, Oishi had told me, within the grounds of the Hudede Shrine, there were the officers of the Onigatsu Guardians. Oh no. And since the land around the Hudede Shrine was private property, the police couldn't set foot there easily. Hudede Shrine, where even Oishi couldn't set foot into, the main base of operations for the Onigatsu Guardians. I've been given an unexpected opportunity to enter there. I couldn't have asked for more. I'm looking forward to it.
楽しみです
Oh, of course. So he can sort of evade the warrant because he's got like actual permission from Rika-chan. But the thing is about Rika, she's only a kid. She doesn't really have the, I don't know. I kind of hate to say it, but she doesn't really have the brain to sort of understand that stuff yet. But I don't know. Makino does though, and he allowed it. So I don't know. No, Makino was a council of the elders, probably. No, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. That could be a theory though. If he was a council member of the elders and he allowed it, then it could be fine. But I don't know. I don't even care at
ぜ
this
ひお願
point.
いします
Let's just read. I'm looking forward to it. Please, if you would.
じゃあ
Well then,
竹坂
let's
帰りま
get
しょう
there quick.
天気も
The
そう
weather
で
seems to
あ
be
やつ
getting a
出て
little
くんだ
whiffy.
な
The sky suddenly become overcast. Key grammar points, man. It wouldn't be odd if it started raining soon. The cicadas, as if trying to finish their daily allotment of chirps before the evening, cried out even more fervently. Oh, it's the end. Oh god, I want to read on. I'm gonna read on. Of course I am. The band stopped in the shrine's parking lot. Also parked there were numerous other bands with loudspeakers mounted on top of them to act as a makeshift propaganda vehicles. God. It must be a nightmare right outside, like the shrine. I suppose she owns it, because all of her family is dead. Simply putting it lightly. God, that must be weird. On the side of each vehicle was scrawled, "The dam project must be demolished. Defend our homeland to the last." I do actually wonder who inherits the hooded shrine when everything happens, because I mean they can't give the responsibility of the shrine to Rika. Like, she's only a kid. I wonder who would actually get it. It'd probably be like, I don't know, maybe someone like your Kichiro, someone like that. No, Kimiyoshi even. No Oyasuro-sama is anger. No Oyasuro-sama's anger. There we are. I don't know why I misread that as is 2 times. Weird. Or a slogan of a similar kind. They gave the feeling that even without using the loudspeakers, there was enough to overwhelm any onlookers. Oh God. Vertical banners were erected in various places. The contents of those banners were similar. There were real objections against the dam, or crude insults towards the government. Oh. There were horizontal banners, placards, and so on and so forth. They prohibited that without a doubt this was the headquarters of the Onigashima Gardens. For the Kazan, however, this hectic place was also a home. Yeah, it must be such a nightmare. It must be such a nightmare just to have so many, I mean, I don't know, just in your home, so many cars that are parked and just having that constant shit, really. We've arrived. I'm home. The Kazan crawled over my lap and exited the vehicle first. Makino had noticed that I was looking at the protest banners. This rivals was the officers of the anti-dam movement. For you, this probably brings back memories of the anti-security treaty conflicts back in the day. Student movements against government policies, movements that bordered terrorist activity, were at one time commonplace. Oh God. If only in order to garner global attention. Students holding out in lecture halls, brawling with the riot squads that charged in. God, in lecture halls, holy shit. Is this real? Did this actually happen? I mean, of course it did, but still. Just really surprises me. It was an age where wasting one's youth like that was widely considered as a road to glory. Oh God, yeah. It was slightly before my time. I'm not really an activist or anything. I studied without any incident and graduated without incident. Good. I don't really agree with the violence of occupations they used to protect the government's policies. Oh, you have got a nice opinion there. If you have an opinion on a policy, it's open to the candidate who shares your view and the political world yourself in a set of beliefs in a lawful manner. Interesting. That is the foundation of democracy. I don't think that's something you should challenge violence. You have some fine beliefs. I saw that feeling of respect reflected in Makino's gaze. At that moment, something tugged at my sleeve. Oh. I have no idea what Akasaka is saying. It's like... I'm feeling like she was the only one who didn't understand the conversation. Had a look of displeasure on her face. This is so sad. That expression was so charming I had to keep myself from grinning like an idiot. It's often said that a father wants to spoil his daughter's rotten. I understood that feeling very well. Sorry, it was a little bit hard for Rika-chan to understand, wasn't it? Japan is a peaceful country, so you have to argue your point in a peaceful manner. You shouldn't resort to violence, in other words. Yeah, no matter how much I explained, a girl who was just boasting about being able to carry digits over when adding things probably wouldn't understand. It probably wasn't something to talk about in front of Rika-chan anyway. No, God no. So no, Akasaka. Why is she angry?
僕たちの村
How do you
は
think we should give our
どうや
village
った
from
ら
being
ダムに
flooded by...
沈まなくなるのですか？
How do you think we should give our village from being flooded by the dam? Even though I regretted my careless words, it was too late now. Oh, here I was at the main headquarters of an organisation telling them their way of doing things was illegal. Preaching the violence was not the answer. Preaching with violence? Preaching that violence? Preaching... Oh, I'm dumb. Preaching the violence was not the answer. A complicated feeling that had mixed itself in with the respect in Makino's case. It was then I felt that he realised. Yeah, I suppose that could have been linked to the Higurashi Guardians. It wasn't that simple. There wasn't a soul who would argue that what I was saying wasn't incorrect. Wasn't correct. Using violence to get one's way was something that everyone knew shouldn't be proud of. However, right now Hinamizawa was in a predicament that couldn't be overcome with peaceful means alone. The legality of the Hinamizawa Dam project through the efforts of the various propaganda campaigns enacted by Higurashi Guardians was being called into question. Oh yeah. If they further strengthen their campaign, they might be able to suspend or change the construction plans. But that was at the most just a possibility. Yeah, I suppose they're trying to go for the suspension, you know. If the government proceeded with the construction as planned, it wouldn't be long before this place was at the bottom of a lake. God, you would lose so much though. I mean, I can really see why they protest. If it wasn't for the unrestrained resistance of the residents of Hinamizawa, this place might have already been underwater. Yeah, it probably could have been. I really wouldn't be surprised.
僕たちは
We can't live
こ
anywhere
こで
else
しか
other
都
than
会で
here.
は生
We
きてい
can't
け
live
ない
in
の
the
です
city. The words of this remarkably young girl were all too accurate, carrying with them the screams of the hearts and minds of the residents of Hinamizawa. Of course, there was nothing I could say to respond to that. I could only respond to Makino and Nikata's heavy words with silence.
すみません。
I'm sorry.
よそ者が
This
気安
isn't
く
the
言えるよう
problem
な
that
問
an
題では
outsider
な
should
かったですね。
lightly just poke their nose into, was it?
謝罪します。
I apologise, Makino and so about to reply for a while, could only laugh pointlessly.
お客
It's
人
nothing
た
that
ちの
concerns
ような
guests.
よそに住んでる方々には関係ねえことですよ。
I suppose. But I don't know. It's just one of those things where you sort of see, like, you can't help but feel bad, you know? And you feel like you want to help even though you know nothing about it.
ひなみざ
If
わ
you
さん気に
enjoy
入っ
it
てくださ
here,
ったん
please
な
tell
ら
all your friends that
お客
Hinamizawa
人
is a
のお
wonderful
友達
place,
みん
please.
なにもそういうのが
If West
何
Preston
十
doesn't,
年
maybe even
何
hundreds
百
of
年と
people
広がっていけば
then that ridiculous plan to
ダム
submerge this
沈め
place
るなんて
at the foot of a dam
ふ
will
ざけた
eventually
計画
fall
も
apart.
やがては
Oh,
つい
yeah.
るんですかね。
He followed that with a smile that said, please don't think much of it. Makino letting me not worry that much really was a stroke of good fortune. Becoming infatuated with the idea of making friends with a little girl who made me completely forget about my impression of being in enemy territory. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, he's literally in a place that he needs a warrant for at the moment. Being reminded of this right before I was going to step foot into their headquarters might have been a good thing. Yeah, I know. If we'd had this exchange in the middle of their office, if there was a short-tempered youth in there, they might have come at me. Oh God, thinking of how extreme they were, in the worst case my life could have been in danger. It seemed that I looked quite despondent at the moment. Makino thinking he said something wrong, became flustered, trying to think of a way to improve my mood. Oh, what did he say? Oh, that's the worst there.
本当に
I was a bit careless just now. I'm very sorry. No, don't worry about it.
今日案内してもらっ
Besides, you
た
showed
村
me
のあち
today,
こちはどこもとて
the
も美しく
you showed me around the village
素
were
晴ら
all
しい場所
beautiful,
ばかりでした
wonderful
もう一度
places.
来たいと
I really do want to come here once
そんな
more.
美しい村が
Once more.
ダムの湖底に沈むことになれば
If this beautiful village is going to be submerged at the bottom of the lake, I can understand why you would fight so desperately. I had somehow managed to use my despondent look to change the topic in my favour. After a bit, Makino had returned to his usual high spirits. It seemed he believed I completely sympathised with his point of view.
そうそう。
Um,
そんな話はこれくらいにし本当にとても景色さえいいところがあるんです。
view.
行きましょうですよ、赤坂。
Rikazan seemingly happy to be free from all the boring and gloomy adult talk bounded the stone steps. There was no real need to run, but in order to catch up with her, I also darted up the steps. Oh, that must be so fun, like, going up the steps, because these steps, they're probably really old and really, really natural. They're probably made out of, like, genuine stone, so it must really be really interesting. Well, when I say genuine stone, I mean, like, pure, natural stuff. Nothing, just stuff that has been around forever, really. Stuff that didn't really require any building in advance, well, planning in advance, you know, modern day stuff. Modern day alterations? I don't even fucking know. There were several tents belonging to the town council erected on the shrine grounds. Inside the tents were several folding tables and chairs, and a number of the older town council members were livening things up with chit-chat. Wait. How does he know that? They weren't saying anything incendiary, like, the damn project must be destroyed. It was just some relaxed idea chit-chat between local geezers. Geezer. Normal sort of calming scenery. At the entrance of a shrine that looked like a meeting place, there was a large sign erected with Onigatsu Guardians headquarters written in bold brushstrokes. Oh shit, that was their base of operations. Oh god. So they're just going to the view at the moment and he sees this. Damn. To be honest, it was a bit of a letdown. If you ask what I have been imagining, this is a bit embarrassing, but I'd have thought there would be something much more dramatic, with barbed wire fences and barricades. My first impression of the place, though, was completely different from that. It looked like a simple backwater town hall. I suppose it didn't look like anything other than exactly that. The other folks who were chatting noticed Rika-chan's presence.
リカちゃまじゃないの。もう子供はお家に帰る時間だよ。
Eek.
ここは僕のお家なのですよ。
Roasted. The old folks guffawed since he wasn't wrong. From that exchange, I could tell that this hooded Eddie girl was loved by everybody.
Makino-san, その人?
Makino-san. Who's that? Oh, it's Kichiro. This is the first time we see him in the visual novel. Oh my god. Kichiro face reveal? No way. I mean, we already know what he looks like because, well, I do because of the anime, but like, still. No way. Who's that? Tourist phone? That's right, this is the mayor of Hinamizawa, Mayor Himatsbushi. Damn. That's actually kind of insane. So, you're a tourist, and yet you visit a literal mayor of a village. He smiled brightly, but there was no mistaking that he would be scary if he got angry. By the looks of things, this old man was the president of Onigatsu Guardians, none other than Kichiro Kimiyoshi himself. Hinamizawa. What do you think? It's quite a relaxing place, isn't it?
今日一
Yeah,
日
I was able to
美しい場所をいくつも堪能させていただきました。
beautiful places throughout the whole day.
貴重な機会をお与えくださったことを
Even though you're one of those youngins, you're quite the gentleman.
キイチロ、
Kiichiro,
赤
I
坂に
want to
見
show
晴らしのいい
Akasaka
と
a
ころを
cool
案内
place.
したいのですよ。
Thinking that the formalities between myself and the mayor had gone on for too long, Rika-chan butted into the conversation. For her to call the mayor by his first name. Yeah, they probably know each other. I thought it was a little strange, but none of the villagers seemed to mind. A girl of the hooded F household, one of the three families. This is probably different than the average villager. Yeah.
赤坂、こ
Akasaka
っちな
over
ので
here.
すよ。
Rika-chan tugged at my sleeve. Oh, where is it? Not resisting, I allowed myself to be pulled over, and waiting for me was a magnificent view. Oh,
これは
this is amazing. Oh, yeah, I thought they were going to show this.
すごい。
Oh, they really do show the best views. So well made as well. I mean, my god, my fucking hats off to whoever designed this. Like, holy shit. It looks so good. It was an observation deck that looked down on the village. They, knowing that this was the best view in the entire village, kept quiet as I stood there awestruck. I was holding a camera but had completely forgotten to even glance through the viewfinder. This view, no matter what kind of film it was printed on, it wouldn't be able to show everything. If there was a way to explain it, it would only be what I would be able to put into words. It was just such a breathtakingly spectacular view that I struggled to find a comparison. No, I don't blame him. God, look at the reflections in the seas as well. It just looks like something out of this world. It's so cool. For a while, I was left awestruck, and I can only stand there and wonder. A cool breeze helped me abate the heat rushing through my body, and that comfortable sensation also left me speechless. The guy who had been the one holding onto my sleeves the entire time spoke. This is my favourite spot. As she said that, she showed me another adorable smile. That same smile seemed very fleeting. If you ask me why, that's because the view from my favourite spot would eventually be submerged under the deep green waters of the dam reservoir. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's just kind of insane how big this dam project is, though, because, I mean, if you're having to destroy this much, it just really surprises me how big it would be. But I suppose with, like, the relief of the land, like, you know, all the mountains especially, probably is a good place for a dam. It just still seems so wrong, really, putting a dam, knocking down all these houses and putting a dam here. I just can't believe that this village is going to end up at the bottom of a lake. I said it quietly so only because I could hear it. I regretted it as soon as I did, for those words were all too cruel. However, the Gonzan didn't let them cast a cloud on her expression. In fact, she replied with a smile. It won't soon. The dam project will definitely go away. It was just like telling a little girl to say something like that. Oh. There was no basis for her saying so, it was just her wish. Akasaka, do you think this village will be submerged? It's not what I wanted to be. I knew how important the dam was. I knew that it was necessary. I just didn't want to recognise the sacrifices that would be made. Yeah, I agree with the project in general, but couldn't agree with some of the details. But if it meant that this girl's beloved scenery wouldn't be taken away from her, I might be able to object to the dam. I might be able to ignore the interests of the nation, the development of Japan, for all the sake of one girl's smile. Damn. This dude. I mean, it must be really taken by it. Nothing gives more experience than a personal, I don't know, than like something personal like this, I suppose. I'm not really much of a humanist, but how sentimental of me. It won't be submerged because the dam project will soon go away. Her words weren't just hopes and dreams, but were seasoned with a hint of resolve, as he was talking about an unchangeably predetermined outcome. But surely the sun rising in the east. Surely it's the sun rising in the east. Damn. It'll be gone soon. When did the ask her why she believed that, I turned around. Yes, it'll be gone. What makes you say that? Well, you see, she seemed to want to answer, but as though unable to find the right words, she swallowed back what she was about to say. Interesting. Regardless of what Akasaka does, the dam project will end this year. It's already been decided. What? It's already been decided? That was a lie. If something like that had already been decided, then the Sea Guardians would have no reason to continue existing. Yeah. From my point of view, it was like they were doing nothing more than throwing themselves into an endless battle. If any of the dam project was cancelled, it would feel so much more relaxed around it. This village, though, could hardly be called relaxed. For evidence of that, I just had to remember how charged the atmosphere was at the checkpoint or at the bus stop. The villagers, with their misplaced resolve, were still fighting. Yeah. And this girl, even knowing the villagers' grim resolve, had already declared their victory. The villagers throwing themselves into this endless war, and this optimistic girl who said they had already won. The contrast was somehow strange. Why do you think that? If you know something that makes you that confident, could you tell me? Rikatan stayed silent for a while, seemingly choosing what to say.
だって
Because she looked like she was lost on whether she should continue or not, as if she was troubled on whether it was okay for her to say that kind of
決
expression.
まってい
It's
るこ
already been
他
decided.
に言
There's
い
no
よう
other
が
way
な
to
い
say
の
it.
決まってい
It's
るって
already been decided, huh? It really is like a
言
little
ったって
just to say something like that. I couldn't help believe it was actually true. She was the only one saying such things with such confidence. My real mission that I had forgotten about during this fun-filled day resurfaced at the back of my mind. The kidnapping of the minister's grandson and the Onigashiki gardens. I thought it said gardens the first time I read this yesterday. That's funny. Had the Onigashiki guardians who captured the minister's grandson and already succeeded in negotiating the cancellation of the dam project. Did Kimiyoshi actually already know that and was just playing dumb? Was that what this girl was really telling me?
赤坂
Akazaka. The girl called out my name suddenly.
なんだよ
What is it?
東京へ帰れ
What? Go back to Tokyo? What? Huh? I wasn't really surprised about that sudden command. Ever since I came to this village, I had never once mentioned I was from Tokyo. Okay, that is actually kind of weird. Never introduced his name either. Or was that just me? I don't know. Well, based on from my accent, she might have been able to guess where I was from. I'm sorry, but there's no way, like, firstly, a girl this young, and secondly, I don't know. There's no way a girl this young is going to be able to guess it based on an accent. And secondly, like, there's so many accents that could probably sound similar to it. It's just too much of a coincidence. No, I can't believe that. What was I getting so worked up over? It was probably the sudden and complete change in her demeanour.
あなたは
You
さっ
should
さ
probably
と
go to
東
Tokyo
京に帰
right
った方が
away.
いい
God. No, I get what he means about the demeanour. Her voice is so much weirder now.
でないと
If no,
ひ
you
どく後悔することになる
woefully regret it. The girl had been holding my sleeve the entire time. She'd been tugging on my sleeve since hurriedly dragging me over to show this wonderful view. But this was the adorable Rikatan who had spent the entire day with. There was no way she could have been replaced with a dog going on when I wasn't looking. No. She had been holding onto my sleeve this entire time, but somehow this girl was someone other than Rikatan. She looked like Rikatan, but she wasn't. She was some girl I had never met before. Oh. The girl told me in an angry voice that I would eventually regret coming to this village from the bottom of my
それ
heart.
があまり
That
に
would
も
be an
みすぼらし
incredibly
くて
pathetic thing to
気の毒
see.
な姿今のうちから
So I thought I'd warn you
警
right
告してあげて
Why would I come to regret
どうし
it?
て
いちいちうるさいな
Stop whining. Oh god. I couldn't believe that I was hearing such cold words from Rika-chan's mouth. I just couldn't believe it. Was somebody impersonating her or using ventriloquism or something? Wait, what is ventriloquism? I wonder. Thinking that, I wanted to take a look around, but the girl's gaze had me pinned down, making me unable to move.
あなたの
When you
親
tried
は
crossing the road when the
あ
don't
なた
walk
が
sign
赤
was
信号
up,
の横
did your
断歩
parents
道の
finish
真ん中
explaining
に
why
い
it
る
was
と
dangerous before
どうし
pulling
て
you
危ない
back
の
to
か
the sidewalk?
全部説明し終える
Wait, so is this like an actual
あな
memory
たの
he
手を引っ
has?
張らないの引っ張るでしょ
They pull you back right away, wouldn't they?
まず歩道まで
They
連
pull
れ
you back
戻して
before explaining why it was dangerous, wouldn't
つま
they?
りは
In
そう
other
いう
words,
こ
it's
と
something like that. The girl I spent with Hooded Lady and the girl I had spent time with Hooded Lady would not speak like that. No. She was very Eunice fitting her age, with brief childish remarks, expressing her emotions honestly. She definitely wouldn't speak with such pointed words. Yeah, this is really dodgy. Just doesn't make sense.
警告はし
I've
勘
warned you.
違いしない
Don't
で
get
ほ
the
し
wrong
い
idea.
の
It's not like I'm saying this because
私
I hate
死ん
you.
でもいい
You
人
don't
に
need to tell somebody who's
危
better
険
off
なん
dead.
かを教える必要はないのだし
What?
リカちゃんじゃ
Oh, you're not Rika-chan.
ない
This is really weird. soon as I accused her of not being Riko-chan, she let out a strange quiet giggle. It was a laugh not befitting a child of her age. It was like she was possessed by something. Her change was just so... her change was just that total and complete. Oh, what did I do? Was Riko-chan being attacked by something terrifying phenomenon? That a cold idea came to mind without any sort of hesitation. Riko-chan is acting strange. Somebody help. Nobody can. Thinking that I just yelled out, I turned to where the mayor was. I immediately realised that he was looking at us with a smile. Oh yeah, that's right. To him it looked like there was nothing more than me and Riko-chan fooling around. He didn't notice that there was something really terrifying happening to her. Akasaka was such a coward. Weird. It's just so out of character for her. I mean, like, she's a kid and now she's just, like, saying shit like that. And her voice as well. The girl had obviously grasped that I was afraid. Noticing that calling me a coward, she laughed again. That cackling girl approaching me in a strange manner while still laughing lost her balance and fell flat on her face. Shit. The girl fell down. If it was just a while before, I would have extended a hand to help her up without hesitation, but now, extending a hand to this ominous girl who looked like Riko-chan but wasn't, required a bit more courage than I had at the moment. Meep. The girl cried out thus. Oh no! So she's back to just sort of oblivious child, really. She then squirmed upright and dusted herself off. Afterwards she looked around restlessly as a black expression crept across her face. You've got to be kidding me. Was he making fun of me? That way of acting, it was as though, after being possessed by something, she had lost her memories of what had happened. No, I'm kind of getting that as well. You're joking, right, Riko-chan? Me? I don't know if Riko-chan had heard me or not. She just cried out like that, as if questioning herself. Hey, Mr. Riko-chan wants to tea's ready. There's some snacks too, so please come and have some. Yeah. An old lady wearing a smock. What is a smock? Was waving energetically from the entrance of the office. It's just so weird about that whole Riko thing, though. I mean, I really do wonder what's going to happen in result to that. But, I mean, if this is like a genuine, I mean, I don't know, I think the warning probably has good intention, but like, the thing is, if you're going to get somebody this dodgy sort of possessing a poor little child like this, it's just kind of, it's really fucking sad. Hearing that there was wax, Riko-chan's expression changed. Yay! A carefree smile that was a familiar smile, the one that belonged to the embodiment of my ideal daughter. Any of the creepy girl that was just there, spouting sinister words, had vanished. Come on, Riko-chan. No, bro, I know. It's so weird. Was your hands first? There are many manji here. The dirty hands. Oh, I wasn't real good. Meep. Riko-chan responded with vigour, running off to the washing station that was along the side of the office. She stopped halfway, turning around to call to me. If Akasaka doesn't hurry up, he is manji. It's steamy fresh. I'm curious, what is manji? I'm gonna search it up. Oh wow. Oh, they look really good. I'll see if I can try them someday. Don't know if that will be possible, but maybe it will be. Who knows? Should probably adjust this while I'm here. There we are. It's better. Huh? Oh. People don't wash their hands aren't allowed to eat any manji. No matter how much you looked at it, this is the culture. Those words and the way she said them, no matter how much you heard them, they were definitely culture. Yeah. Come on now, Mister, you're the adult here, so show me that would stop. The old lady urged me to wash my hands. Hygiene. Without any resistance, I lined up beside Rikatan at the wash station. Splish-splash, I stared at Rikatan, intent on washing her hands properly, like she had probably learned at school. Me? Did I do something wrong? Huh? By wrong, you mean washing my hands? I only got stickers for it. You get stickers for washing your hands at school? What? I'm probably bad at washing my hands. You're not doing anything wrong. If you're washing them that carefully, that's more than enough. But it's not like Akazaka. If you don't use a brush and clean out the dirt underneath your fingernails, you won't get a gold sticker? What? I have not done that once in my entire life, and I am 16 and basically like 3 months and like a lot. Basically the low end of... How can I put it? Like 3 months and a lot, basically. three months and the majority of the 4th month as well. But like still, I've never done that. That's so weird. I'm very diligent. That's something to be proud of. I was praised by everybody. No matter how much you looked at it, it was Rika-san. There was no trace of that girl from before. Exactly what was that sinister girl? Rika-san, what was the meaning of what just happened now? Just now you told me to go back to Tokyo, didn't you? Did I say that? Oh no. That's awful. So she doesn't actually know of what she's been saying. You do wonder if it could be a possession. But I don't know. I mean, it is Hinamizawa, so I wouldn't be surprised. Did I say that? I was at a loss for words. No, I know. She didn't remember what the girl now had just said. Like I would ever believe something as occult as that could happen. Like I would ever believe that Rika-san can be possessed by that strange girl and say those creepy things. Rika-san, you definitely said that. Meep. Her expression told me that. Despite me saying so, she had no idea. Yeah. She wasn't playing dumb, she actually didn't know. Exactly what was that for just now? Just as Rika-san I had a look of confusion creep across my face. The two of us just looking at us like we had no idea what was going on must have certainly been a humorous sight to behold. While partaking of tea and snacks, I was shown a propaganda film shot by the Guardians that highlighted their resistant efforts. Interesting. Sounds cool. I would always talked passionately on how long and grueling the fight against the dam was, but they fell on deaf ears. I was transferred by Rika-san, who had heard these stories countless times before and was nodding off. Eventually, Rika-san noticed I was staring at her and smiled as she rubbed her eyes. That smile was Rika-san's after all. There was no hint of that sinister shadow. After that, my unreasonable fear of Rika-san lessened with the passing of time, but I could only by no means forget what had happened. It eventually grew dark. The mayor said that they had prepared dinner, but I said I would come again tomorrow and took my leave. I had to return to the hotel and file my register report with the section chief. Yeah, I see. Well, please come again tomorrow. If you found will send somebody to pick you up right away. I appreciate your hospitality. I'll probably come again and enjoy myself tomorrow. Yes, please do. It seems that Rika-sama has taken a pretty big liking to you. Akazaka, you come again tomorrow. I finished off the 5th period, so if you could come around 3 o'clock, that'll make me happy. Oh. Please come again, that pure smile urged me to do so. There wasn't a trace of that evil aura. Depending on what had happened next, all that might end up as nothing other than my hallucination. Thinking about it logically, if the daughter of the hooded household, one of the 3 families, had taken a liking to me, then this is a strong foothold for my investigation from here on out. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, God, it's just so weird about that demon. I mean, why am I saying demon? Well, it could be, for all we know, but like that whole sort of switch personality thing. It's really odd. It's just odd that, like, the personality changed. Like, I don't know how I can put it. The different Rika-san, basically. It was kind of odd that she knew that, what's his name, Akazaka was from Tokyo. Like, how would you know that? There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way you could tell somebody just by looking at them from their city. No way. It was like a free ticket for a reason to visit Hinamizawa. If only I could treat that little incident as a figment of my imagination, then having this girl who was the embodiment of my ideal daughter grow so attached to me wasn't bad either. Suppose. For fuck's sake. So annoying when this happens. I successfully dove into the belly of Higurashi guardians and had the mayor as well as other important members of the Alliance welcome me with open arms. This was a great turn of events. However, I still felt uneasy. Getting back to the hotel, I forced down an almost painfully cold beer until I could clear my mind. The shock from that incomprehensibly strange incident continued to torment me. Oh, that's the end. Yeah, right. I think I'm going to go to bed now. That was a really fun read. It was really interesting seeing that, and obviously the whole Riga stuff as well. Very sweet, very cool, very weird as well, you know. And yeah, what else? I thought it was always really the terrifying shrine girl. I love that. Right, I'm very excited to read again. The phone suddenly rang. So yeah, I'm going to be reading tomorrow. What's really cool about tomorrow is I have work. So yeah, since it's a long journey to get to work, I'll be able to get a lot of rest on the journey to and from it. So as a result, that means more visual novel. I'll probably be doing like 2 times the amount of things I'm doing today in terms of oh god, I can't put a sentence together. I'm so fucking tired. I can't even string like a basic sentence. Okay, anyway, but I'll probably play for like maybe double the amount of time I've been playing today, tomorrow. It's gonna be really fun. I hope we're gonna, just learn a ton of shit about this story. See what maybe we're gonna find out the reason for Rikata being so, I don't know, sus. Really. Who knows? I really can't wait for it. So, yeah. I will see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.